Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw a Stormtrooper from Star Wars. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, finally this guy. I've been having a few requests and it's funny that I've never actually drawn him. I mean, I guess it's not funny for those of you that are waiting, but I'm just saying that I've gotten so many requests that it kind of takes up all the time. You know, all your requests. Someone else is like, "When am I going to get mine?" It's like, well, you're one of 100 or so that just keep asking, and that's great. I'm never going to complain about that. But I'm just saying that's what takes up all the time. Is I get lots of requests, and it's usually for troopers, and it's usually another trooper, then this trooper, then that trooper, and so it takes up a lot of time. Again, I'm not complaining. I'm going to draw every single one of them. It's just going to take some time to get to them. I'm just trying to say that's why it takes so much time, because I get so many requests. And so, again, it's funny that I haven't been able to draw a trooper because nobody's requested just a normal Stormtrooper. So, that's what we're doing today. Finally getting this one done. I caught myself there. I was about to say finally getting... I didn't want to make it negative is what I was trying to say. I caught myself and I was going to be negative. It's like, no. We're getting to it finally. That's what we're saying. Don't be negative. Be positive. Okay, and so... the other thing is I'm a little sick. I've got a stomach bug. So I'm trying to be chipper. Trying to be fun, but if I get quiet, I'm just really hurting right now from a stomach bug, but I'll get over it. That's what medicine is for, right? Okay, that's not bad. I think the pose is pretty good, and I'm just going for... I apologize, I may have already put them in this pose before, but I've said it before, is I'm running out of poses to put them in, because we're drawing trooper after trooper after trooper that I want you to be able to draw everything. I don't want to draw everything just like pointed right at you, foreshortened, and you can't see anything. I want it to be out to the side so you can see it. But again, that also means that I'm kind of running low on positions. And I don't know why I'm apologizing. I guess maybe it's just because I don't feel well. So I'm trying to let you know that I'm trying. And every now and then, you're a little under the weather, but I'm still giving this to you. So I just want to say, we'll get back to chipper self. Right now, I'm sick self. But I said I'd do one of these every day. I'm sticking to it. What's funny is no one counts on it. No one says, hey, you didn't do one today. Well, I mean, no one says that because I've never missed one yet. Knock on wood, don't want to jinx myself, but it's a personal thing. I said I would do one every day, and I do. That's it. That simple. I'm trying to get the details down. Here's going to be the real big question. What are we going to ink in? Because really, there's so much just white surface. It's kind of like when I say the stuff with the nose. It's contours, right? It's a lot of contours that aren't hard edges. That it's like, wow, we don't really have a lot to ink in, But we got to ink in something. Right, what is not right about this? I've got him kind of... This is the problem I have all the time, is that I'm making this up, so I don't have this picture. So I'm kind of have him turned a little. So I'm trying to see what's wrong. Why is that not looking right to me? I mean, it could just be the fact that I'm looking at a Stormtrooper head, and you never think twice about it until you're actually drawing it. You're like, wait, is that right? Did I do this right? Because that's when it comes into play. Like, kind of like when I say the same thing with your hands. You look at them every day, it's no big deal. But if you draw it off and you're concentrating on it, you're like, ooh, that doesn't look right. And so you can tell that something's not right. I think that might work. Let's see, for the sketch. That might be enough detail to get us going. Yeah, because a blaster, I know it's an E11. I don't really have a good picture. I'm kind of eyeballing how it's going to look. That's the one thing I didn't grab pictures of exactly the E11. But it's okay. Like I said, we'll get close enough. Something like that. So there you go. I say, well, let's get started. So something about that eye is just a little off. Oh, we're gonna keep going. Doesn't matter. So let me erase some of these sketch lines and keep the confidence line. So what I normally do is when I put the sketch down, I'm just putting light lines down. I'm trying to get placement, make sure I'm in the page and that kind of stuff. And I want my Sharpie to stand out, so I want to erase this. And when I do, I lightly erase like this. The sketch line disappears. The confidence lines stick around because when I first threw down the sketches, they were light. As I got more confident in the placement, I pressed harder. And so that's what I mean by the sketches disappear while the confidence sticks around. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. Let me just double check a couple more pictures, make sure I'm looking at this right. I don't really have anybody in this position, but, you know, I think I can do this. Okay, so let's go. Let's welcome all the skippers and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than the fine point. Again, find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. So, if you would like to join me, I say we get started. We're going to jump right in with the eyes. I'm going to see if I've got them going in the right direction, because I do have them kind of tilted over a little bit. And the other downside is I don't have one with me. Like, I could have grabbed a toy, you know, but everything's in storage. Nothing is in front of me right now. So I'm just kind of eyeballing. Like, if I could, I wouldn't have it so I could put it in this position, but that's okay. That's fine like this. Let's see. That's as good as the pictures as I'm going to get. Let's draw his mouth kind of down here like this. Or the muzzle piece, I guess, because this part is interchangeable, right? Isn't that the whole thing? If you think of it like that, oops, that should have been down more. If you think of it like that, thicken that up too. Alright, hopefully this is going to work out. That's a big mess up, but that's okay. It just gives us more for teeth. You can think of it as pieces, you know, as parts that it's going to be built into or separated into. So I'm going to come down here for the edge. And I do have him kind of at an angle, so that's also why I'm kind of having to draw it completely, not off the top of my head or completely blind, but at a different position from what I would normally be drawing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like it's not looking straight at you. It's not a profile. It's not, you know what I mean? Something like that. The other trick is, I was talking about, there's contours in this, but I can't draw them. You know, we're not drawing that part of the soldier, we're drawing the hard edges. And so, let's see, where it connects, where the jaw is, we're going to do something like this. Let me do this one over. No, that's, okay. Again, this is my point. The edge, you can see it here, but here, it's almost like a nose. You can see the curve, but not the, what do you call it, the edge of it, because it's not a hard edge. Oh, you know what? Let's do the eyes. And what I mean by that is we're going to come down here and do a little thing like that. And this is, again, another tricky thing, is like it disappears right there in the center. So that's why I don't really want to draw with the Sharpie, but I have to connect it here for very specific Stormtrooper parts like that. That's what's helping it look like the Stormtrooper. It's got specific little things that make it look, that define it as a Stormtrooper. I guess this is what I'm trying to say. Alright, and there's going to be that. Okay, so again, the way this kind of curves back here, he's got like the, you know, the jawline type thing. I don't think I want to draw that. I think I want to let color take care of it. Same thing with little stripes there in the edges. I want to let color take care of that. So I'm just going to come over here and draw the edges. Because like I said, that would look better with color than a hard black edge, you know? And then just come up here and do this. So you'll see what I do there with color. For now, I'm leaving it open because it's, like I said, it's not gonna look as good as if I were to throw it in there. But see, therein lies the rest of the problem too. It's like that with all of his armor. It's like, well, you can't really draw anything, you know, because it's a nice smooth white surface. All right, and so. Again, here's another part that I need to make sure, the little divot, this little thing up on the side of his head. First, let's draw the black band going across. Like that. Try to make it empty. Try to make it parallel line like that so you can color it in black. Now, color that in, but that's what I mean is you want to try to give yourself a little bit of room. So, this is what I need to draw. This is what makes him a Stormtrooper 2. These little things that you don't think about that are in the helmet, in the design, that make it look like a Stormtrooper. Okay, so now his dome. Yeah, that's a little... Not bad, not bad. I'm going to fix that. A little pointy there, should have been more flat, so here's what I'm going to do. Come in here on the bottom part to try to smooth that out. Then I'm going to thicken up the top half to try to smooth that out. And if you're working with pencil, you do what you like. But the nice thing is, I'm about to switch over to this Sharpie anyway, so I need to thicken up my edges. You don't have to, especially if you're working with pencil. It's not going to make sense for you. But I'm just explaining to you why I draw how I draw. Because like it fixes mistakes, but it helps me to keep it cohesive. Also, I don't feel well right now, so that's why I'm just letting you know I'm not as chipper. I'm just doing my job. And if I sound a little quiet, that's why. Okay, I think that's great for the helmet. I'm going to color the rest in with colors. I'm not worried about any of the other stuff. And like, that's going to be awesome. It's going to be cool, but okay. Enough said. So let me find a good picture. That'll work. Okay, so he's got his gun up. So that means this shoulder is a little higher. So I'm going to go ahead, and it's pointed at you too, the way his elbow is up. So let me show you his elbow. Let me show you his forearm. Okay, that way you'll know how high it's coming up. There's the wrist coming down to his trooper gauntlet, right? His forearm piece. Done like that. So now you see how high it is and also how thick that line is. See what I'm talking about? That's why I wanted to match as close as I could to this to make it look consistent, right? And also, let me add a little bit of the indentions. So same thing, he's got like those little squares in his design, which again should probably be done with color, but I'm going to do them lightly like this, almost like shadow is what's really highlighting it. So that's why I'm not even connecting it, right? Something like that, just to highlight the detail in the armor that I can't quite put in. Okay? Okay, so that being said, that means you can see how high his shoulder is being raised. So, his elbow, like this. I don't know why they don't have elbow guards, if anything else. You want to know something interesting too? I'm going to draw his arm here too. Let me talk about this. This is called a shock trooper. I looked it up. I was curious. It's like, wait a minute. We've got shore troopers. We've got tank troopers, scarab troopers, all kinds of stuff. What is the Stormtrooper called? What is its designated class? Apparently, it's called like a Galaxy Marine or a shock trooper. Okay, I never knew that, but okay. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna come up here like this. And please tell me if I'm wrong, but that's what I found on like Star Wars Wikipedia type thing. So, who knows? There's a shoulder piece. Again, it's kind of raised up. And so that means, bicep piece. So that means the shoulder piece is raised up too. Kind of going underneath his helmet from the way that he's positioned. Come down like this. And again, same thing. I'm going to add a little bit of armor flare, I guess. Okay. Holding the gun. So he's got his little glove piece protector, I guess, whatever you want to call it, something like that. Okay, holding the trigger of his gun, so his hands back here, going through like that, and all you can see because of he's holding the gun, there's the ends of his knuckles like that, again disappearing underneath that hand protector gauntlet thing he's got. Not gauntlet, but you know what I mean. There we go. The gun, again, fingers can't really see much. Okay. I'm going to eyeball the pistol real fast, the E11, because I've got a picture that I just found online real fast, but it's not that important for placement, right? Let's see, but I do want to make sure that we got to stop for the hand, because the other hand is holding up the other side. So, I'll stop right about there according to my sketch. Let me go ahead and draw the hand so you can see where we are. See what I see. Okay, so I'm going to draw the pinky wrapped around like this. Ring finger wrapped around as well. Now I'm going to have them kind of spread out like that. So they're holding. See, this one's going to be out a little bit more. So, and then this one, something like that. Yeah, I wanted it curved a little bit more, but hey, that's how it came out. But I just wanted you to see where that was, so when we draw the rest of the gun, we're not accidentally drawing through that, Okay, so it's going straight across for the main piece. And we're going to say that it ends right about here. Come through. And see, it's not straight. I'm not worried about stuff like that. If you want to get a ruler so you can get it straight, go for it. I'm not worried about it. And again, I'm kind of making this up. Kind of making it up, kind of going by what they have. Worried about how perfect this part is. Okay, so again, quick and dirty, but it kind of gets the point across. It's supposed to be a barrel, but hey, what happens, happens. I mean, for the most part, it's a straight barreled gun. And then there is a little bit of detail and stuff. That I like to call manufacturer details, right? Like whoever makes this is making it out of parts and stuff like that. So they're the ones who have to separate it and make it into all these parts. You know what, let's draw a little bit of the handle, because usually that comes out at the bottom. Nah, it's probably right around, it might, let's not worry about that. Okay, so, because that's in front of him, now I can draw the rest. So his armor's here, coming down through like this, and a lot of it's kind of covered up because it's on the other side, right? So that means his little gauntlet is coming through like this. Right, again, the elbow and his next piece going through like that. This one I'm drawing a little bit more because you can see more at an angle, right? Why not? Something like that. For his fingers, there's not much I can really do because they're all black gloves anyway, so I'm not too worried about the intricacies of that. Again, the contours of his armor and stuff like that, right now we can't even see it anyway, so I'm not worried about that. So I'm gonna come in here for the other side, connect it like this. Oops, a little curvy, like that. Then we're going to go down to his belt, and his belt's got the big old blocky stops. So we're going to do some squares, or no, rectangles, I guess, and then connect them. Let's see, he's got the ones hanging down like this. I got his leg kind of lifted a little bit, so it kind of bends it up. Oof, that was too close. Sorry about that. Again, I'm not feeling well right now, so I'm trying. Okay, then this one's hanging down here. Okay, I'll add some detail in a second. I just want to connect this real fast so we have that done. Now, let me add a little bit of detail. Try to make these more believable as a belt. That's connected. Oops, sorry. I'm adding a lot of lines I really shouldn't, but again, my brain's not working. I am sick, but I'm doing this. There we go, something like that. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna draw his legs, and so this one's in front of this other one. So the armor's coming through like this, and I'm gonna bring it down to the. He's got strange knees. I'm gonna bring it down to the strangeness of this one. I don't even know what to call it. Got like this strange, I don't know. They went with the design and that's what they got. Before I go further, let's draw the middle piece. So his crotch protecting piece is coming through like this. And then his other leg is behind that, just a little bit. Now this one, the weird knee thing is on the shin part, not the thigh part. So this one is just going to end. So I'm coming down here, like that. Coming back up. Now let me add a little detail to this real fast. It does have a little bit of design, but this is kind of what I was talking about also with the helmet. It's like, do I want to do that or do I want to leave it for color? But I'm going to go ahead and do it just to give us something, you know. Same thing for his crotch. He's got like the other middle piece. It kind of comes down like that. If nothing else, it breaks up the negative space, you know. There's just so much of it in his costume. There's that. Okay. All right. So, okay. So this one, it's got this. Let me just draw it. This like knee protector thing that kind of comes up like this. But I don't know. I don't know. They just went with. They tried to make it too different. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm complaining about Star Wars. I need to stop. I'm sick. That's what it is. I'm not feeling well. Maybe tomorrow I'll be in a better mood. Draw his ankle, and let's just go ahead and finish it. Let's draw the boots. Give him a little bit of the heel, little tap dance shoes. Okay, I'll add some detail in a second. Let me just draw this one back here, and this one again, kind of not really connected, but goes underneath just a little bit. Gotta add a dramatic angle. Okay, coming down here. This is more pointed at you, but dramatically pointed at you. And I don't think there's much as far as detail on that front. Let me see. Yeah, there's a little bit. There's a little bit. It's kind of like this. It's got that hard edge. Nothing too crazy. And again, this is cloth, so sure, let's bend up the material. Why not, right? And shoes are just his regular old tap shoes. And one last thing I saw real fast, I didn't add any kind of connecting here, so we're going to do that. That'll separate his neck from his head. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is a Stormtrooper. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.